Hello, everybody, and welcome to Strawberry's Gamer Society. I am Strawberry, and today we are going to be listening to a Healthy Gamer GG Guide to Trauma. Yes, this is a $30 value, so I paid $30 for these videos, and one of the stipulations of them is that if you are a streamer, then you may stream the videos, but you can only stream them to a platform that allows you to, or that automatically deletes the old VODs. So basically, you can't stream it to YouTube. You can only stream it to platforms like Twitch that automatically delete your old VODs. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so this is mostly a vanilla SMP. There's a couple of changes that we made. So there is an Elytra recipe on this SMP. And yesterday I was making videos about Happy Gas, and the problem with Happy Gas is that they are 1.21.6, and when I switched between versions, then it messed up all of my keybinds again. So we want zoom. Oops, no, we want zoom to be Z, and then let's see here. We want to get rid of all this other stuff that we do not need. There we go. Okay, get rid of all that, get rid of all that. And now I should be able to change it so that you guys can see my lovely face. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. All right. Yeah. Sometimes I do IRL cooking. Oh, but yes, we have an Elytra recipe on here, and Core Protect and voice chat. But yes, you can totally use an unmodded client on my Minecraft server. And I still have the enchantment, whatever it's called. Let's see here. What is it called? Trial Omen. I have 6 minutes left, and then I'll have to drink another trial potion. Luckily, I've got one. Yeah. All right. And what I want to do here, I realized yesterday that if I actually die, then having this little safe house with a bed is great for a place to wake up in. But if I'm going to try to get back to my armor, I'm going to need access to my backup armor if I want to try to get back to my stuff and still live. So what I'm gonna do is put an ender chest down here. There we go. So that when I wake up from death, I will be able to get back to my stuff with no problems. Okay, and let's see. While I was down in the trial chambers, we found a waxed oxidized copper door. So let's put an actual door on our little house here. There we go. And let's ditch all the stuff that we do not need to bring down into the trial chamber with us. Okay. You know, I don't really need my hoe in my main inventory. Let's see if that'll fit in the toolbox. It will. Yay! Okay, yes, there we go. I made a door. Oh, and a different SMP is having a season ending. Which SMP is that? I'm not one of those streamers who insists that you not promo other servers on my server. Okay, and hello to YouTube! YouTube just got here. Welcome, welcome. There we go. What I am planning to do today is first, I want to do a little intro about Juneteenth. Because if you're not from the US, you've probably never heard of it. But today is an actual... Oh, okay, on Manubix's SMP. Yeah. Alrighty. So, over on, let's see here, over in the United States, then today is an official federal holiday. All the federal workers don't have to go to work today, and the markets are closed because it is Juneteenth. So this is something that has been celebrated in the African American community for a long time, but only recently did it become a federal national holiday. And what it's celebrating is the official end to slavery in the United States. So today is the day back in 18 something or other that the word reached, because back then they didn't have the internet, they didn't even have telegrams everywhere. When President Lincoln did the Emancipation Proclamation and said that all the slaves in the rebelling states are now free, then that information did not reach all of the slaves for like another year. And so today is the day, June 19th, 18, whatever it was, that it reached the very last area, the very last city. So then all the slaves knew that they had been freed and were no longer slaves no more. And unfortunately, just being free didn't automatically make everything better.
Drink water.
Because there is a history of trauma there. Like when you've been enslaved and part of essentially like reading about the history of slavery, it's really bad and very psychologically bad on those people. And what happened afterwards is there's a lot of trauma in the community. And how do you raise your children when you've been subjected to trauma? Well, your children don't necessarily grow up in a psychologically healthy home environment. And this can pass down for generations, and for generations and generations, because then the parents traumatize the kids who grew up traumatized, who traumatize the kids again. And sometimes it's possible to break the cycle. In fact, many, many people have broken the cycle. But some people are still stuck in generational trauma, and that, you know, it affects you. It affects your life. It affects your success relative to other people. And so today we are going to continue watching the Healthy Gamer GG videos on trauma. Now, originally, then the plan was, here, let me see if I can zoom this in a little bit. Originally, nope, I think this is already zoomed in to the max. So we were working on the relationships path of the trauma module. So we made it all the way to attachment theory, and today was originally going to be sex and attachment. But today we are not actually going to talk about sex. I'm going to save that one for next week. I want to give that one a proper introduction and proper warnings so that people only watch it if they're really ready to watch it. So that will be next Thursday. We are going to talk about sex and attachment. But today, in honor of Juneteenth, then we are going to go into the physiology of trauma. What changes in your brain when you have been traumatized? And this governs fight, flight, flee, all of that stuff. So that is going to be today's video. And what we're going to do... Oh, hello, Maniac Gaming. Welcome to the stream. Hello, L9JW. Welcome to the stream. Yes. Yeah, Lord Duck, it's fairly new. Like, it's a fairly new holiday for most people who haven't heard about it. But if you're African American in the U.S., then it's something you've known about for some time. But for us, it might be new. Or for especially if you're international, then you might have never heard of it, because it is a distinctly American holiday. It celebrates the American end of slavery. Hello, Manisha! Welcome to the stream. Oops, I think that we need a little bit more of a roof here. There we go. Let's just give it a copper roof. Why not? little bit of color. Oh, and did somebody add? No, okay. The way this looked, it looked like it was a lightning rod. And I'm like, did somebody give me a lightning rod on top of my house? That was nice of them, but no. We are just going to be subject to potential destruction by lightning. So what I'm going to do today is shortly I will be ending the YouTube stream. But if you want to continue watching the Healthy Gamer GG Guide to Trauma, head on over to Twitch, twitch.tv/StrawberryGS, and you can continue to participate. If you follow me on Twitch, then you get 300 channel points, and with your 300 channel points, it only costs one to do, it only costs one channel point to do text-to-speech. So if I'm ignoring you, then you can do some text-to-speech. And let's see here. What else do I need to tell you before we end the YouTube stream? We are going to be doing Physiologic Rewiring today. And this is the Healthy Gamer GG guy. And he is going to be teaching us about what happens in your brain when you have experienced trauma. And while all that's going on, then in Minecraft, I am going to be exploring the trial chambers. So the trial chambers, the trials themselves reset every 30 minutes. So I can do the trials again and again and again. I can only use a key once in each location, but I can keep doing the trials multiple times. So what I'm gonna do here is, let's see here. I think I'm gonna make this a slightly bigger, I don't know where my crafting box went, so I'm just going to make a new one. I am going to make this a slightly bigger chest, and then I am going to add a bunch of stuff to the chest, and then go down with empty boxes. There we go. Junk drawer. Take all this stuff and put it away. Maybe keep that. All right. And then, oops, not my shield. I want my shield with me. There we go. And I want my golden apples with me. But all the rest of this, we are going to put in the junk drawer. Or in this extra area there. All right, and the AFK stuff. Hopefully some of this will stack. Drink water. Otherwise, it is never all gonna fit. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. There we go. Hopefully some of this is stacking. Otherwise, it's... Oops, I want to keep that. Otherwise, this will not fit. Okay, well, maybe what we should do is make even more chests. Let's see here. Not that. Okay, where did all my wood go? I know I had wood. Haha, well, I can get more. I can get more, especially if I use an axe. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Wood. Hello, Austin! Welcome to the stream. I am just preparing to head down into the trial chambers. There we go. And now, let's add some more chests. Oops. Well, okay. That isn't quite where I meant to put that, but it will do. Okay, let's try this again. Like that. And now, get rid of everything I don't need to take into the trial chamber with me. Although, some wood might be nice. Sometimes you need wood in a trial chamber. There we go. Okay. I think we're ready. We have one pick. We have... Yes, we have an... Oh, we need more food. I need more food. Okay, let's get some more food from the recovery kit. I think I have extra food in here. Do I seriously not have any carrots in there? Okay, that's something that we need to fix. I don't really... There we go. Here's some food. Yeah, I don't really want to chomp enchanting golden apples as if they were carrots. If it's not an emergency, I don't want to use them. All right, put those back. Okay, I think we are ready. So now I'm going to head down into the trial chambers and let's play the video. Roll it, shall we? Oh, and let me say goodbye to YouTube. Bye, YouTube. If you want, I am over on Twitch. Let's see, I think that will work. Otherwise, .tv. Yes, there it is. Okay, so you can go ahead and click that link, twitch.tv/StrawberryGS, to continue the stream. Okay, bye everybody.